This video is the walkthrough of Hacksudo search. So let's begin. So first step is to find the IP address of the machine. So I used the sudo arp scan -l command, and the MAC address starting with the 0, it will be the target IP address in my virtual machine. So I got the IP address. I'm just nmapping it like nmap and the IP address, and I will get the information about two open ports, which is SSH and HTTP. I'm also doing all port scanning. So we know that HTTP is open, so we can search the IP address in the browser to view. So this is what we get. This is, so yeah, let's view the page source. In the page source, I could not find anything suspicious. So this is the URL. So we can use so yeah, the scan is completed. So yeah, SSH and HTTP is the only ports that is open currently. So let me open the new terminal, and I'm using the dirb for directory enumeration. So as you can see, there is hidden directories called account, assets. So let us visit account. So this is what we get in account. So whatever you click will be empty. It is not, you cannot view what is it. So it's all look like empty, and this is tail.css. So we could not find anything suspicious here also. I'm opening another terminal and using the nicto -h and the host IP address. So nicto is a vulnerability scanning tool. So I'm using the nicto scanning tool and the IP address here. So let us scan. So yeah, we can move to other directories called assets. So yeah, so in the assets directory, I could not find anything. So it's completely blank. So we have images directory. So we can move to images. So it's also empty, blank. We cannot see anything, and there is a JavaScript directory. So we can move to JavaScript. So it's forbidden. You do not have any access to this resource. So these are the directories that we found using the dirb, and we could not find anything. So it's all are blank. So we can also use another scanning tools like Bobbuster or do search if you want. So here I'm using do search, um, and the -u to specify the URL. So this is the do search scan. So as you can see, there is a hidden directory which is .env that we found using this do search scan. So we can move to that .en hidden directory. So as you can see, this is the content that we found here. So this is a base64 content. So we can use base64 decoder. So as you can see, this is the base64 decoder. So yeah, we can decode it. So this is what we found, which is Hacksudo help you to learn CTF and contact us, and we got a link to the website of Hacksudo. That's it. Nothing suspicious, I find. So I'm not currently visiting this. So yeah. So we got something called the username, and there's something called the password. So this is basically a database username and database password. But as we know, in our nmap scan, there is only two ports open, which is SSH and HTTP. So it may be SSH, it can use SSH, and but it is showing it's the username of database. So its port is 3306. We know that the port 3306 was not opened. So anyways, let's try username at IP address, and we can enter the password as this. But unfortunately we are not able to access. So this is not the SSH user credential. This is not the correct SSH user credential. So this may be the password of some other. So let us view the results. So here in the nicto scan, we also found there's an account directory which we also already visited, and there's an image directory which we already visited. So .env, yeah, we got some sensitive credentials from here, and .readme.md. So we can just visit this. So here we can see about crawler.php. So here we got something called .php. It crawls the web following the links on websites and updates database used for storing. So we can read this. This is a search page which receives the search query, sends it to the search page about search.php. So it brings the query word wise, and we got something like this. So yeah, so we can use PHP based. As you can see, there's a robots.txt. So we can try to view the robots.txt. So just joking, find me in, I am number one search engine. So find me, I'm number one search engine, just joking, hacksudo.com. This is what we get in robots.txt. So we got a search.php. So I think it's the same page. So yeah, this is the search.php. So we can enter something to search. It will basically move to search Hacksudo. So this is what we get. So we know that everything looks PHP, so we can use the GoBuster tool to scan PHP based. So GoBuster dir for the directory, minus u for the URL. So here our URL is this, so we can use this URL and minus the w for specifying the word list. Here I am specifying user share word list dir common.txt and minus x for specifying the PHP based scan. As you can see, we got something called PHP based results here. Search.php and submit.php and something like this htaccess. So we can try to view this. So those are access restricted, as you can see. So account index.php, nothing suspicious that we found. We can use another word list. So here I'm going to use another word list. So for that I'm using GoBuster, and here I'm using this medium.txt word list here. So as you can see, the search.php, which is 200, submit.php, so it's basically the submit.php. So when I enter submit.php, as you can see, this is basically the submit query. So when you click the submit query, it is already forwarding to a search Hacksudo. So as you can see, we got something called search1.php. So yeah, we can visit the URL. So guys, we got something called something seems suspicious. We can view the page source. So as you can see here, there is a green color which is find me at hacksudo.com/contact. At first thing always best option. We got first thing always best option. I think we need to first the directory. So first the parameter. So yeah, so when we enter something and press the search button, you can see as before. When you click somewhere, as you can see when you click about, when you click contact, you can see first. When you click about, you can see search1.php.me about.php. So here this is a URL to first, so we need to first, I think. So we can first this URL. So yeah, so I'm using the ffuf tool, which is ff minus u to specify the URL, and minus w to specify the word list. Here I'm specifying the user share word list dir and common.txt. So yeah, we can press enter, yes, and we can stop this. So we can see most of the lanes are 138, so we need to eliminate the 138 lane. So we can view the ffuf minus the help menu. So here is the help menu, so we need to eliminate the lane. So this is filter by lane, so you have to use minus fl flag here. So yeah, minus FL, and the lane is 138, so I'm here entering 138. So you're able to fuzz it. So as you can see, we got something called me. So we can change the fuzz to me. So yeah, we can change the contact.php to something called UPC path reading. So yeah, this is an LFI vulnerability, which is the local file inclusion vulnerability here. You can view the page source here. As you can see, there is a user called Search. There is another user called John, and there is a Monali, MySQL, SSHD, message bus, systemd, Hacksudo. So we can see some users here. So we already know that here we have a password, and we know that the port 22 SSH is open, and the username is not Hiraman. So we got some more users here. So we can create a word list. So the usernames is search. So the first username is search, and the next username is John, Monali, and we have MySQL. So we can just enter all. So it may not be a user, but we can enter something like SSHD. We can enter message bus. It may not be a user, but I'm entering all. Okay. So to avoid confusion, we can enter like systemd and hacksudo. So let me close, like I entered search John Monali MySQL SSHD message bus system D core right? So Hacksudo. So we know that search may be a user, as you can see bin bash. So the as you can see bin bash here, which is also John, may be a user, and Monali also has bin bash. It may be a user, but there is no bin bash here, so it may not be a user. So search John Monali are users. MySQL is not a user. So and in SSHD, which is also not a user. So and in the message bus, there is no user. So you can avoid that. So and in systemd, which is also not a user. So how to find if it is a user? Usually at the end of the user there will be slash bin bash. So we can see the bin bash, not bin false. So these are the three bin bash, which is the users, and we also find a user which is a hack sudo, which is a bin bash. So other than that, we do not find a bin bash. We only have a root user, which is bin bash. You can also add root. Okay, so these are the five users that I found. So we can save this as username dot txt. So we can use Hydra to brute-force this username dot txt, and minus p for minus small letter p for specifying the password. We are not specifying a password list. If you are specifying a password list like rocky.txt, then you have to use minus capital P in Hydra. But here we have the password, so we are using minus small letter p in Hydra. As you can see, this is a small letter p. Oh my god. Okay. So and we can specify the IP address. So this is our IP address, and we can specify SSH. So guys, something went wrong. So we have to copy this password again, and space and the IP address. Yeah. So guys, we were able to find the password of Hacksudo. So this is the password of Hacksudo. So we can log in using SSH Hacksudo at the IP address. So this was our IP address. So, and you can enter the password. So you have to copy the password like this. So we were able to access. When I enter ls, I can see user.txt. So this is a user.txt. We got the user flag, guys. So now we need to find the root flag. So for that, we have backup users. So in the backup users, there will be sudo. In the sudo, you got something like this. So anyways, let's move to the home directory. And ls, these are the 4 users we found. So anyways, let's enter sudo -l. So it's command not found. We cannot list the privileges, guys. So yeah, so when I enter who am I, as you can see, you know that we are logged in as Hacksudo. So we can move to the Hacksudo directory. In the directory, this is what we found. So we can change to move to home or another user John's directory. Permission is denied. We can try move to Monali. So which is also permission denied. We can try move to the search. It is also permission denied. So we can enter the command find slash minus perm and minus u equal to s and 2 greater slash device slash null. So this command is to find the SUID related files, and this is basically used to sort out the errors. So let's wait some time, let it execute, let it search for those files, SUID related files. So as you can see, there will be user bin pass wd, user bin g pass wd, pk exec, thfn umount. So yeah, so here we got something suspicious, which is search tools, search installed. This seems to be suspicious, so we can move to this directory. So as you can see, this is in when I enter ls-l, as you can see the SUID permission, so which is this search install. So there's a search install.c file here. So let me view that c file. So as you can see, hash include, this is basically the C code. So it basically makes a UID and GID 0. That means UID is the user ID and the group ID 0 means you are becoming a root. If user ID and group ID is 0, then it basically means root. So we got system of install. So it will basically install. So yeah, we can move to the temp directory. In the temp directory, so we can create a folder. So here I'm using the echo command and the double quotes, and I'm entering a shell slash bin bash minus I shell, and I am moving to this command to install file. So when I enter ls, I can see the install file here. So this is the command in install file, which is bin bash minus I. So we can view the execution permission to this install file. So when we try to execute this file, nothing is going to be happening. So we got search install, right? So we can move to the previous directory. So search install. So we need to change the path, and you and the echo $path. You can see these are the paths that is available. So we are changing the path. We are exporting the path. Export path equal to /temp. We are exporting the path to temporary directory using this command. So we can use this command to export the path to temporary directory. So now when you enter echo $path, you can see the temporary directory. We are export the path to temp directory. So now we can just so we can use the command /search install. Now we are able to become root, guys. So when you move to root directory, so here we can find the root.txt. So yeah, we completed the Hacksudo search box. So this is the flag that you found in Hacksudo search. So this is all about the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.